Hello, I'm Magic Horse 444, and I'm back on Stoneblock 3. Oh, I'm not a horse. Okay. Okay, so something interesting started happening. If you see, I'm being assaulted. When I put all this grass down, I kind of cleaned up the area a little bit. Animals just started spawning here, so now we have horses for some reason. For this episode, I am actually super excited because we're going to be doing what has become one of my favorite mods ever. So we're going to jump into it. There's one simple thing that you have to start with, and it's a book and a lapis. All right, so we're going to just take these two, and we're just going to throw them into a crafting inventory right here, and it's called Ars Nouveau. This book right here, the mod is called Ars Nouveau. This is so cool. It's a magic mod, and it does a ton of different things, and I'm so tired of dying in the nether that I'm going to gear myself out, and we're going to be shooting spells at all the creatures, the blazes, murdering us. So let's jump right into it. If you open the book and start reading it, it can get a little overwhelming. You can do like get started, and then once you get past like this, there's just so many pages of exclamation marks and stuff to read. You know, I don't encourage reading around here, okay? Just follow me along. We're going to make some cool stuff. We'll get some of the basics, and then later episodes we'll definitely jump into more complicated things. But let's just get started. We have the book. Congratulations. We need to make something along with it. And the good thing about Ars is I just typed @Ars in here. It actually explains a lot of stuff in the NEI, JEI, whatever the right side thing is called. And we just need another thing that's called a spell book. If I can find it, play I Spy with me. Here it is, top right, novice spell book. So we are a novice, and all it is just literally iron tools and a book. And if you look at my backpack, my handy dandy backpack that we made last episode, I am so organized. That is everything we're going to think. Hopefully, I said I want to stay out of the lab, so I meant it. Hopefully, this is everything that we're possibly going to need. We're going to need a book and some tools is all we really need. We got our crafter right here. We can just make it right here. So what was it again? I have terrible memory. Okay, we can go iron pick. Craft that. We need a shovel. Look at this, so easy. We need a sword. I hopefully brought enough sticks. And then we just need an axe. Very cool. The good thing about this is you can make spells that do all of these things and so much more. Very helpful. Okay, so now all we have to do is just craft that into a book. We have a novice spell book. We got a quest completed. Oh, I need to remember to turn those in too. Maybe I'll do that later. And if you do this, you can't right click it or do anything. I think by default it's C. And then boom, you're ready in the inventory. It actually looks pretty cool. You're ready in the inventory to start like making your own spells. So what you have to do first, and this is very important, you have to have one of these things starting each spell. So either you're shooting a projectile like a fireball or anything like that, or you're doing like a self, which means you're like doing a healing spell on yourself or something, or you're levitating yourself. It's insane the amount of like different like customizable spells you can do in this. There's touch, which means like if you're pickaxing something or like you can shoot a spell to cut down a tree, or you could walk up to it and use like silk touch on on stone and stuff. So you can either be long range or do like you can touch it with like a pickaxe or something. So we're gonna do projectile to start off with, and we're gonna go break. That's it. We can only do that with level 1, and then we're just gonna call that. Oh, if I can name it. Oh, there we go. We're just gonna name it pick, and then you just hit create, and then all we have to do is just right click. You see that? The really cool thing about this is what you can do is go color picker. Just make sure you have it created already. And then you can go over here. And then there's a bunch of different, you can even do slidey scale wheels, and you can turn it red or orange or white. Let's go blue. I want to shoot stuff with blue. And then we hit C. Oh, escape. There we go. And now you're shooting a blue thingy that's mining rocks. And this is literally infinite. You can definitely if you see in the bottom left bar right here, it's okay. We're gonna shoot. I don't want to mine out this whole cave and grief everything, but you can keep spamming it until that bar goes all the way empty. But it'll regen pretty quick as long as your spell is really short. It won't take much mana. And there's armor and like different like things that'll help you. Actually, funny enough, I'm wearing one right now. Oop, if we go all the way back to the top, I got this off a mob drop. It's called Amulet of Mana Regen. I highly recommend when you're later into the mod to make that, because that's probably why actually I am. Why my mana is going up so quickly. Get out of here, horse. Okay, so next what we're going to do is, you could stick with the spell book, okay? It's very nice and handy. But since we're kind of rich, I'm not worried about it. I'm going to just immediately upgrade it since we have diamonds and everything. I don't think I brought any diamonds. I hope we don't need them. We'll see. We're going to go to the next spell book because the only difference between this is it just gives you more spells that you can add on, like more attributes and stuff like Silk Touch and Fortune. Oh my gosh, it's so good. Okay, so we're just going to upgrade it. What do we need? We actually do need diamonds. I lied. I have to go back to the lab, which means I could just basically get rid of all of these things in my hotbar, which is really nice. Let's go over here. I really wanted to try to stay out of the lab. Yep, there's some diamonds right there. Come over here. Okay, so let's just craft this up. Get my crafting majab. What do we miss? We're missing obsidian, blaze rods. Oh, I have it all in my backpack. Okay. 2 of those. Make some of that. Oh, look at all these things. It's only 2 quartz blocks, if I remember correctly, and that should be it. I think you had to put the actual book. Let's try to just do it on our own. Sometimes I like doing old school and crafting. Except for my memory's terrible. 2 blaze rods. Top middle. That's just a regular block of quartz, right? Okay, cool. And then it's this with the diamonds. And these 2. I wonder if it just makes me have to put the book in itself. Look at that. We have a mage book. Very cool. We're getting achievements left and right. Let's go back outside. I was having fun out there. So it looks exactly the same because we haven't unlocked any more of these little glyph thingies. Also, what we could do is go to number 2. The good thing is, I think it actually stored my pick thing from the first book. That's actually good. Nice. Now that we have a mining thing, let's go projectile and harm. And then we're going to call it magic missile. There we go. And then we're going to make it, let's make it white. Very cool. Save. Now what we can do, I can actually show you spamming it without having to worry about breaking a bunch of blocks. So you can click. It's actually pretty good. Oh, okay. We drained. We drained pretty quick. Let's keep moving. I want to actually make a nice area to do this on its own. So what I want to do is I want to go upstairs. And this is not part of the mod, but it's a very cool mod I want to do. It's like elevators or something. I did not even know the name of it. Let's just make it and see. Elevator mod. I was close. It's pretty cool. And oh, we can use the new mod. Oh, if you see right here, check this out. I bound this. So if you go to the keybinds, I did middle click on my mouse so you can have a whole scroll wheel of change. There's magic missile and pick. We need pick, which I think pick breaks everything, not just stone. I'm not sure about that. We'll see. Oh, yep, it does. We found that out the hard way. Throw that down. And it has pretty good range to it. Check that out. Boom. And I think you can spam it pretty good. Since I have the regen deal on, just put this right here and heat. Doesn't make me any taller though. I could tell you that. Carpet, you're in my way. Go. And I heap. Oh, come on. There we go. We got up there. I think all I have to do. Can we get rid of this? Look at that. This mod's so helpful. It breaks wooden blocks for me. Okay, let's just jump. Oh, it's so dark. So dark. Is there something that can help me with that? Do I have any torches? I think I'm in a stone wall. I didn't mine very much. Backpack? Oh, hello. Oh, I shifted and went back down. I'm scared of the dark. I got stuck. There we go. We have torches now. Jump. Why did I think there was like a giant room up here and I haven't done anything yet? Well, it's actually going to be super helpful. Maybe I should go up one. Can't wait until I get silk touch, so I'm not just making cobblestone all the time. Can I mine this? Oh, hello. I shifted again. I'm not used to the shifting. Whoa, you can change the thingy on it. You can put a different block on it. I was not expecting that. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. And then let's get rid of this. This. So, did I just like change the texture? That is so cool. All right, now we're going to be a good elevation here. Very cool. We just need to knock out a little area. Eventually, we can set it so it's not just mining one block at a time. It's mining like a whole bunch. But if you see, we are regenerating pretty good now. I just want to get like a little workstation. Hello, outside. Ooh, maybe I can make like a balcony or something. I like that. We're nature. We're one with nature. All right, this is going to be our workstation from now on. We're going to slowly, very slowly, mine it all out. Keep it all lit up. So to unlock different attributes, like we have harm and break, there's so much more stuff you can get, but you need to have a table to do it, which is made out of archwood. So you're going to see these big colorful trees, and they're going to drop these archwood saplings. Go after those trees and keep the saplings. especially if you find a blazing one, because that'll be very useful later on. So I actually have a little bit. I probably should cut some more down later, but look, we have a couple stacks of logs here. Let's see. Let's make a table. Where's the table at in here? Here it is. It's pretty cool looking. We need sticks and slabs. Make some slabs. Yeah, you can use just normal wood. Thank gosh, because I don't think I brought any other wood. Make the table. It's called a scribe's table. Throw that down. Ooh, I think it's pretty big. Oh, there we go. It's a 2x1. Very good. And what you do is you can try clicking on it and nothing happens. You just take this book, you shift, and you click, and then nothing happens. Hello. Oh, you just click on it. Okay. You just right click the book on here. Look at, it's going to look a little overwhelming. There's a lot of stuff going on here. If you're only tier 1 book, this is the only stuff you can make. And there's actually some really cool stuff. This makes it a diamond pick that when you're breaking stuff, which is very good. This can help you harvest crops without breaking blocks around it. Just come through here, hold shift, and you can actually read some really good stuff. But what we did, since we like immediately went to 2, we can learn all of these, and they're pretty cheap. It's literally anything. If you see in the boxes below, you just put in like a chest or throw onto the table that's next to it. And since we have a tier 2, we can learn all of these. Actually, you can learn all of them, but we can actually get and use the tier 1 and 2. So I have not played a 3 yet. I'm kind of excited for that. But for 2, we're going to start off with, we want to do area of effect, which is very good. We want to do fell, which is chopping down entire trees. Crush, which is pretty cool. We don't really need to, but it turns cobblestone into gravel. And like it does the same thing as the hammers, which is kind of neat. There's some really good stuff here, especially like combat stuff, which is going to be super useful. Look, there's even enter inventory. I couldn't say that word. There's some good stuff here. So what we need to do is let's learn the silk touch one first, I think. So just right click on here. What do we need? Let's go to 2. We already have break. So we need to break and extract, which is if you hold shift, applies a silk touch effect to break and causes explosion, not to destroy blocks. Don't worry about the explosion part. It just silk touches stuff for you. And it's literally just like an emerald. That's so good. Okay. Let's actually get out of this. Just grab 1 emerald. Get back to this. Ooh, I keep shift clicking. I think I have to I have to shift to get it. Click this and select. And then he says, not enough X. Oh, I'm so smart that I thought ahead. And I have to go get a bunch of XP out of my lab again, which I said I was not going back to. You do need a little bit XP. It's like 3 or 4 or something for every one. It's not too bad. We have 14 levels. I'm going to really try not to die. Hopefully I don't get shot or something. Go back upstairs. And that should be all we have to do. Oh, let's make a chest too. So we can set it next to it. See, should we try to make an archwood? I've never seen one of these before. That doesn't look like anything special. I thought there was like a fancy chest you could make. Where's the chest? Aha, look at this chest. Oh, it's a gold nugget in it. I think I have gold on me. I'm willing to spend 1 nugget on a chest for fanciness. Do this. I don't know if it's anything special. It's just I have never used it. It looks cool. And you know what? That's at the end of the day, that's all I care about. We're going to throw the emerald in here, and when we click the book on the table here, and to extract and select, it's going to actually, it's doing like a cool animation, and it took the emerald out of the chest, or you can just throw it on top, and it's crafting a glyph. You just right-click it, and now the good thing is, if you go see on your book, it's right there. So we have break and projectile. Now we can do extract. So the gold ones augment everything to the left, I believe. I could be completely wrong. Let's do silk. And I didn't even know caps lock was on. Silk touch. I did that completely bad. Get out of this. Now when we break something, check that out. Now it's all silk touch. We basically have, in our bar recharges, so we have unlimited silk touch pick. And you can just rename it. Don't worry. You can click here and fix my spelling errors in capital letters. Okay, so now that's really cool. What do we have left to do? We can do area of effect. So let's do that. We need a firework star. That's so cheap. I think, okay, there's like, you try looking for a recipe on a firework star. I think it's literally just gunpowder, I'm hoping, and a color. Thank gosh. Oh, that took me so long to figure out. Let's go area of effect, go tier 2 again. Then area of effect, firework star, select, and it does this really cool animation. And then it puts that on there. Hello. The really, really cool thing, you can do this with Fortune, you'll notice. Amplify that makes things like go faster, is you only have to learn it once. And you can use it for unlimited spells. And you can use it multiple times. So now that we have projectile, which I'm actually going to change to touch so you can see, it's going to touch, break, extract. So we're making it basically a pickaxe, a silk pick. And then we're going to do area of effect 1. And then we're just going to do create. So now we're not shooting a projectile, nothing happens. But if you see, we just right click, and now it's a 2x2 area of effect. Oh, and yeah, you can make it bigger. You can make this much bigger. Since we have a tier 2 book, I don't know if the tier 1 you can use each. You thought there was only 4 slots? Oh, there's like a ton of slots. That's reading. That's 10. That's 5. That's 10. Okay. You could do this a bunch of times and make it a ginormal. Let's try it. I don't even know if I have enough mana for this, but let's go up. Oh, I don't have enough mana. You were so excited. Let's remove like a couple. If we do 3, I think it's a 3x3. Let's just try it out. We need to dig out a laboratory area. Oh man, that really drains you down, but it is. Is that a 5x5? 1, 2, 3. It's a 4x4. So if we take another one, so 2 is a 3x3 then. Try that out. Oh, and the cool thing is if you just hit C, you can customize your spells at any time. You don't need a table or anything. There we go. I prefer a 3x3. Normally when I'm just running through a cave or something, I'll have it like just 1. So it's just like a 2x2, which is pretty nice when you just wanted to mine some ores up really quickly. Check that out. Boom. It's pretty nice and accurate too. Like if I just want to do these 2 blocks and I don't want it to like go too far to the left or anything, you just kind of aim for the right a little bit. Okay, so that's very neat. Let's do one more thing. Let's make another spell. One last spell. We're gonna do. We want unlimited torches basically. We want to light up areas without having to carry about coal and all that garbage. So I think it's actually tier 1. Conjure Mage Light. You know what? This is one thing I was not prepared because I did not bring a lantern. Let's see. I think it's just iron, right? Just iron around a torch. Oh, we got that. You know what? Don't listen to me. I was definitely prepared and I thought about this in advance. Let's see. That? I didn't know they were so cheap. And then a torch in the middle. Very good. And we have a torch right there. We'll just throw those into here. Hopefully it doesn't take a stack. There we go. And then click. That's how easy it is. You can just go through and unlock every single one of these and just not have to worry about them until you actually want to make them. So let's click. And then it should be crafting it up. We still have 10 levels. So it's literally only like 2 levels per spell. Check that out. This one's probably my favorite and the one I literally use the most. So all we have to do is go to... We don't want to override our other spells. We'll do number 3. And you can definitely customize these and change them to different, like, because the 1 through 6 I usually have for utility, like pick and axe and lights and stuff. And the left side I have for like spells for damaging and stuff like that. So let's go to the book. We're going to make a new spell. We're going to go projectile, conjure Mage Light. That's it. Super easy. And then we're just going to go, we'll type in Mage Light. And I'm doing the capitals again. Caps lock, what are you doing to me? The cool thing, or let's just cast it and show you. You get to shoot lights infinitely, like when you're lighting a cave, or you're doing like a spawner or something, you could like shoot lights from a distance and light them up and not have to worry about going in and dying. So that's super useful. But probably the neatest part about this mod is you can change the color like I showed you before. I like having it on just white. Kind of boring, but it's kind of nice. It's actually a rainbow. You know what? That's not boring. That's nice. All right, so I kind of cleared out a little work area here for us. I didn't tell you, by the way, which is kind of cool with the mage lights. You can just punch them and break them. They don't drop anything. And if you want to move them around, just shoot the spell somewhere else. Very useful. Nice and light. Okay, so let's jump right into it. We kind of have like the basics down. We need, like, I would recommend when you're silk touching stuff to just keep it on 1 block for now until we do this, because we're going to make some armor that self-repairs itself, I think, if I'm right, which is insane. And you can like specifically enchant it to stuff. Well, that's like the future. That's future problems. That's another episode. But right now, we're going to make that armor, and that's going to help us with our mana regen, which we can even boost that up later on. But it's going to help you so much with being able to cast Silk Touch or Fortune more often. So let's jump right into that. First, we need is this has actually been useful for other things and not just for making the armor. But we need this wood again. Grab this. We need to make it something called a imbuement chamber. Imbuement, a fancy word. It's this gold thing. You're going to be using a lot of gold, by the way. Let's get the gold out. Right here. And it's literally just some planks. Make like 4 or 5 of these, I recommend. If you can afford it, spend the gold. It's worth it every time. We're making 5. Well, we'll make 4. I'm cheap. There we go. Oh, we just need logs. What am I doing? Trying to actually craft things. There we go. I don't do the math. Trying to figure out. Oh my gosh. Did you see that? I didn't do that on purpose. That was exactly what I needed. All right, and then we're just going to throw them over here. Just like that. And they have a cool little moving effect. Let's get this light out of here. Move you up a little higher. There we go. They're pretty cool. And what you do with them is you take either amethyst shards. So if you have a geode somewhere, I would highly recommend doing this. But well, actually, I'll show you both. But since I literally make my own lapis, you just right-click those in there, and you'll see like a little countdown progress. But you can click them both, and they'll do the exact same thing. But since I literally I'm overflowing with lapis, I'm just going to do that. And once that timer goes, it's going to give us a very critical and vital like essence thing that we need to start doing this. But while that's going, we're going to need to do more crafting. Okay, so we have like a crafting component working right there. What we need to do next is we need a form of like mana. We don't have very much mana, as you can see. We need to bring mana in from other sources. And I'm stalling until that progress goes. But what we can do is we could take a source from crops growing, which is going to be our first one. So let's craft that. It's called an agro. So what the mana is, it's kind of a general thing, but it's kind of like the power for this mod. So we're going to be, when a crop grows, it basically just fills up the jar. It's super simple. And then you just need the juice, the mana juice. I'm going to start calling it juice. I like that word. We need the mana juice I need wheat, actually. I get to jump down. Quick way. We need the mana juice to be able to craft things. So let's go over here. I didn't know that I needed wheat. Nope, there's some wheat. Very little of it. I forget that the elevators exist. But jumping out the window is pretty fun, too. And if you saw in the recipe for this agro thing, agronomic, which just means crops source link, these source gems right here, and I think it's been enough time stalling, boom, they all turned. It actually doesn't take too long, and you just need those to craft. So just every once in a while, just spam some in there, and then I think we should have everything, correct? Let's click this, an aggro deal. We really only need one. And okay, so that's going to suck in the juice from the power sources. What we need to do is we need to fill like something. We need a jar. Okay. Ooh, I don't know if I think I might need my other tool. I turned this all into fancy chiseled. I was decorating. Can we turn this back to normal glass? Is that normal glass? That's connected. I don't know if it, uh-oh. I hope I can still use this as glass. You know what? Mods are smart. I'm sure it'll be fine. We need a source jar, I believe. Called? Ooh. No, H in jar. My finger slipped. Which mod? This one right here. It's just some more slabs and some glass. It's a very cheap mod, I've noticed. I appreciate that. 1, 2, 3. We're going to probably need a couple of these. There we go. I don't like having to craft myself. That's no fun. There we go. We'll do 4 of them. That's a good number. Okay, so all we have to do is throw this down there. It's pretty simple. I want to do it like in the middle somewhere. You could do it over the water. You know what? We'll do it over the water. We'll just throw a piece of glass down. And then we'll break the glass. You just put a jar. I don't even know. You don't, honestly, I'm pretty sure you don't have to put this on top. It'll just throw it in across. Because when this one fills up, I like to have a jar like nearby in like the field or something. You know what? I'll throw it over here. I think it has to be like 4 blocks away. I'll just throw it on the edge of the field. And when that jar fills up, it'll start filling this one up. So it's like a backup. And then just kind of harvest. Make sure you keep harvesting because when it only fills up when the crops are actually growing. So if you have like an auto like farming deal, I don't think bone meal does it, by the way. But if you have like an auto harvesting thing, it'll definitely help a lot. So if you don't want to do that, you don't want to wait till your crops grow and it'll take 10 years. We have something else we can do. And I wonder, can I do it in the field? This is a little more industrial, which I really appreciate. It's called a volcanic. I'm liking the sound of that. So it's the same thing as the crops, but instead of waiting for a crop to grow, You literally just start throwing in like coal or logs into it, and it'll start burning them and turning that into fuel. We need gold, a lava. You know what? I don't have a lava bucket, but we could easily get one. Let's see. Bucket, super easy. I need lava. These fancy plows, fire plows. Check this out. I don't know if I showed you this. Literally 2 sticks to craft this thing. I think this is just a Stoneblock mod. Boom, bucket of lava. It only has like 2 uses, but hey, that's 2 sticks worth of uses right there. I'll take that all day. All right, we're gonna go back upstairs and we're gonna set this little volcanic deal up. Oh, we have more of these things going. Let's throw some more lapis in those. You need a bunch of this this essence or the soul gems. I would recommend just keep throwing it in there every time you get a chance. Okay, let's craft up the volcanic. We should have everything we need. Very good. And I think I only need one of these. So let's make a side little room here. Can we go to Silk Touch again? We're gonna, I think it's a 2x2. Let's do like a 3x3. You. And then we'll do this. Oh, hello. That's, oh, I did another extract. It's a double silk touching. There we go. Area of effect. Oop. Gotta get rid of that. I'm out of mana. Let it build up for a second. Thank you, regen thingy. It doesn't need to be a big area for the volcano. I think it literally needs to be like a block surrounding on all sides. And I don't like putting a block under it because there's something kind of scary about this. When you put this in your base, you know, this is actually probably a terrible idea what I'm doing right here. Let's mine this up. Oop! Be careful with your 3x3. Get that back down. There we go. Because make sure there's stone underneath or something, because I don't want to burn down our entire house. Yeah, I think we're fine. I hope. If I burn everything down, it's totally my fault. Let's get this back to 1. Because I want to make a little shelf here. We're going to put these jars on the shelf, and it's going to auto-put into the shelf that's close by. Because what happens is I'm going to show you. I should have it in my bag. We're going to throw an entire thing. Let's do half a stack to start with. When you throw like something that it burns, it's going to immediately start eating up that stack. I haven't tried using like a hopper or anything yet to put into it, but I just chuck it. It's pretty quick. And you see we're getting the mana juice. It's 7% full already. It might be 1 per log, but this blazing, remember I told you earlier in the video that the blazing logs were definitely better. I think they give even more to the volcanics. So this is going to fill it up pretty good. We're going to throw the other stack here. We're going to fill this up. When you're throwing the logs on here, the hotter it gets from burning logs and stuff, it's going to turn the 3x3 area into magma blocks, and then it's going to turn into lava. But the cool thing is, eventually it's going to put these cool lily pad things above it so you don't die, and the stuff you throw on it won't burn up, which is kind of nice. But underneath of it, that's why I was worried about burning my base down. All right, I hope you enjoyed this episode. To end it off, we have to do it in style, just like we normally do. We're going to do some chance cubes. So let's go over there, and hopefully we don't die. Let's run into the death tunnel. I'm seeing a bunch of creepers at the end. Let's eat some food. Maybe I should have some type of armor or something. Nah, we don't need that. We're a wizard. All right, so this is the chamber. Let's throw it down. We're going to do 2 cubes today. Let's do it. First one. Oh, I'm not in there. Do we have any torches? Hello, bats. Okay, we own bats now. You're a proud father. Okay, well, let's see what this cube does to the bats. Here we go. Oh, I don't like anything that's happening. I'm just gonna spam my spell at them. Oh no. Okay, they're cubes on bats. Get into the safety hole. Eek. Oh, it teleported me back in. I think this is a boss fight or something. Okay, I'm just gonna cheese it. I'm gonna stay back to safety and then just blast the fools. Alright, so I hope you enjoyed. I'm Magic4. Come like, subscribe if you want to. And bye. Stay tuned to the next episode. We're going to be getting into like armor and awesome wands and stuff. So thank you for watching, and bye.